Hi everyone, welcome to Code Kamkaj YouTube channel. I hope everybody are doing good. In this video, we'll be discussing about how to install MySQL database on Windows Subsystem Linux Ubuntu. So stay tuned till this video. We'll discuss a lot more things about installation and other things about database. And if you like this video, subscribe to my channel. If you haven't done it, and if you have done it, so share to your friends and family members for a recommendation of your this installation and upcoming videos of technologies. And before that, thanks for doing this activity and thanks for watching. Yeah, now let's jump into the discussion. So we are going to follow documentation. We are going to use this command to install MySQL database on Ubuntu subsystem Linux on Windows. So I'm going to open my Ubuntu, and first I'm going to switch to root user. For that, I'm going to use a sudo -s, and I'm going to convert as a root user. Now I'm a root user. So once you open your Windows subsystem Linux Ubuntu, I'll call it as a short for time being. I'll zoom in. So you need to update the system. So I'll use a apt update command. This is very basic Linux command that you need to get habituated to perform this activity. There is no much complexity that I'm going to explain here. Yeah, let's wait to get it pulled all the latest packages. Now it has been done. Yep, it has been done. So first, I'm going to create the virtual environment. So if I require any, packages that I'm going to make it isolated, so I'm going to do that. So it's saying that I need to install the this package apt install, and later I can use the Python fn3 VM to initiate my virtual environment. So first I'm going to install it, and later I will initiate it. I will use it later. I mean, activating that virtual environment. Oh, yeah, let's make it. So it has been installed. So I'm going to copy this command. My virtual environment name is IAM, and rest of the thing is a basic command that you need to pass. So I have initiated. Now I'm going to activate it. So this is the command in Linux. If you would like to activate your virtual environment, is IAM. Fine. If I do ls, I can see the virtual environment has been created with the directory of IAM. If I go inside cd IAM, I'll find supported directories for my virtual environment. That's it. I'm not going deep into that, and I'm going to clear my screen. So I'm going to update again. So since we have installed the virtual environment, and for safer side, if is there any broken packages, and also I'm just for safer side, I'm going to run the same command within a fraction of a second. It has completed. Now I'm going to use this command to install MySQL Server on my Windows machine as a Windows subsystem Linux. So just press enter and give a Y to go ahead further to install MySQL database. So based on your internet speed, it will pull all the packages and it will get installed into your Windows subsystem Linux. And later you will enable, and you can restart or you can enable it. So for all the basic commands that we are going to use it for installation. And we have a security of installation of your MySQL also, so we can use it if you want to make any protected way of MySQL security while you are giving credentials, while you're creating users. So we have a bunch of things that we can discuss. So first, I'm going to start my MySQL. So this is the command, and later I'm going to enable my MySQL. So I have done synchronized state, and it has been initialized successfully, and it has enabled. Now I'm going to use the secure way of installation of my MySQL. It can be done while you are doing installation and post installation. You can specify it. So saying that valid password component can be used to test password and improve our security. So if you would like to make a valid password component, whether you would like to give a yes or no, so in my case I'll give a yes, which means y, or s I can type it. If I press enter, it is going to give a level of password validation. And low is oh, it is 888. It should not be the case, so it should be give a 0 1 2. So I'll give a now it says given, please enter 0 and low, and 1 is medium and 2 is a strong. For timing, I'll give it as a 0. I don't want to make more complicated, so I'll give as a 0. And remove anonymous user. So is there any anonymous user you would like to remove it? So you can remove it by just pressing on Y. That's it. These are a root login remotely. So if you'd like to disallow this feature from the remotely logging into our MySQL, you can allow it. You can dissolve it. It's up to your requirement. So you can give a Y or no. So I'll give a yes for time being. and remove the test database and access to it. So if you have any test database you would like to remove it, so you can give it as the secure installation. That's why I reload the privilege tables now. So your requirement, if you would like to reload any privileges of the table that are already existent DB, so you can give it as a Y. And now we see this one, my SQL secure installation has been done. So you say that all done. I'll clear the screen, pressing Control L. And now I'm going to use this command to log in into my MySQL database. So for that, I'm going to use a sudo mysql-u root-p is the command. Hyphen is a username as a root. I'm going to do, log in as a root, and hyphen p that I'm going to give a password as well, typable. So I'm going to give a password. So here the default password for root is root itself, ROOT. Now I've jumped into, I have logged in successfully into my MySQL database. If you see this one, now it has successfully installed, and you have seen the MySQL versions that you have recently seen. It's time to create the database. So if you see, will have a default database. So show data basis is the command. It will show the default database that comes along with my MySQL, which is information schema MySQL and perform schema MySQL. And you would like to create any of your databases. So this is the command. You can use it. So I'm going to create the database name as a user details with this command. Create database user details. Press enter. Query one is successfully and one row has affected. If I just press on show databases, it will say that like in the previously we have these two databases, but and with this command we have created another database name called as user detail database. This is how you can use a database creation. And if you'd like to show databases, that's a very like in a basic command that we have already used. And if you'd like to use that database to perform any actions, creating a tables and rows and columns, so for that you need to use this command, use like in a user detail. So if I click this query, what will happen, this query will shift to my user details database, and now I can use the database to inject any queries and perform any activity. Press enter. If you see this one, database has been changed. So this is how I can be into the database, like I can jump into the database. And if you like to create any tables in the name of users, and this have a column such as username and country. So for that I'm going to use this command, and in that I'm going to inject a varchar as a data type, and which is records of 100. Copy and paste and press enter. Now it has successfully queried, and a user table has been created with the columns of username and country. For that, this is the command. Show tables is a command that you can use it to see what all tables has been created. Sorry, it has not been copied. Press enter. We have the users. So this is the table we have, and if you would like to write the query and injecting your username and password into this username and country, username and country into this column. So you can use this command, insert into users tables with the column name as users. Why it is not? Oh, my bad. I injected. Sudo. My bad, sorry guys. I just pressed Control C. It has directly, switched into, exited into the MySQL. I'll just come back again. Root is a password, and use user underscore details is my database. I have changed it. Now if I come here, show tables is a command. Again I'll pass it and I'll show you this is where we are. And now this is command that we are going to use it to insert the data, which is John D and USA, which is username and country. So I'm going to insert this data into user table. Now it has been successfully inserted. Now the command is to see all the data inside of your table. So select star from users. So this is where we have the ID and username and password into the rows, and these are the columns. So this is how we can inject the data inside of it. Like it can be manual, and if you have any automation, you can do that. You can write the custom queries of your MySQL where you can inject the bunch of data. And if you have any CSV file or Excel sheet where it has thousands and millions of records, so what you can do, you can write the Python script with the Python connector. You can inject all the data from your CSV file into MySQL database, or you can dump the data from your MySQL into any other remote location. So this task, dumping the database, we'll discuss in the upcoming video, and we'll see how amazingly we can do this all activity via source code by applying the Airflow. So yeah, I hope it is clear for everybody, basic things, creating the database, injecting your queries, and writing the queries and creating the tables, everything. And it is very simple and short. And if you'd like to hear more about queries, and also I request you to drop your you know ideas on it, which topic you'd like to cover. So in a drop comment section, I'll happy to make cover that video on your request. Until then, thanks you. And the last, I forgot to tell you, if you'd like to come out of this MySQL, you just need to press exit. So this is how you can come out of this database. You're saying goodbye. And I'm going to say the bye also to end of this video. And thanks for watching and stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel and share to your friends and family members. Bye bye.